Hi there, folks. I'm Keegan Van Hook, and this is Us As We Are.
So my name is Bill MAENTZ, and I get the pleasure of being the board chair of the Medford Cruise Association.
So this is called the 79 and older Show and Shine, correct?
Yeah, we've actually got two shows, and the 80 and newer is also going on simultaneously, the new cars and the old cars, and really a super group of cars today. So we're just so glad that it's not raining.
Yeah, tell me about some of the vehicles that are out here. What's the criteria for being here at this show?
Well, any car can show, so we don't really have a criteria. I think I can probably share with you a couple of things. Our farthest one away is Alberta, Canada. We have a Monte Carlo that came from here. Really a neat story. The Greater American Monte Carlo Club actually got a bunch of drivers from all over the nation to come. So we have like 20 Monte Carlos from all over the United States all out in the show today. So pretty cool.
My name's Aaron DODSWORTH. I'm with the First Generation Monte Carlo Club. I organize Western meets every year for the club. We're international, 800 members, but organize meets out west every year. This year is Oregon, and we have Monte Carlos here from 7 states and 2 provinces.
So what is so special about Monte Carlo?
I was just drawn to it the first time I saw it when I was 19, and I still have it today, my 1970. I also have a 1971 SS454, and just the body style and everything just struck me. I don't know how to explain it any other way.
Do you want to show us which one of these is yours?
Yeah, mine's down here.
Okay, let's go take a look. That's a great color for one of these.
This 1971 SS454, they only built 1,919 of these, so they're fairly uncommon. This particular one has 82,000 original miles, and I've owned it for 6 years. So it's got a 454 engine, bucket seats, console, a couple other sporty options, sporty suspension and whatnot.
So what is it that makes a Monte Carlo exactly?
Well, what they did is they actually took a Chevelle, a mid-sized car, and they actually made it longer, and it actually made it corner a little bit better, which made it popular for NASCAR. So that was they started winning in NASCAR with Chevrolet with this. So yeah.
This car has cars in it. I'm just looking for my third guy right now. He's somewhere around here.
Hi, I'm Gary BLAGDON. It's a 72 Chevy Nova, small block Chevrolet with nitrous. It's a lot of fun. Had it for a long time, been out to the show quite a few years. This is the biggest turnout I've ever seen here, so kind of exciting to see all the people come out and check out all the cars and all of our hard work.
So you restored this yourself?
Yeah, with a lot of help from friends, but it was a lot of work. It takes time and money, a lot of both.
What did you have to do to restore it? What kind of condition was this in when you got it versus how is it now?
I have some pictures on my book there. It was pretty much all stock, kind of left and abandoned for a while, and so pretty much went through and changed everything on the car from the ground up, literally. So knew everything.
My name is Jim Finney. We have had this car since about 1988. Bought it from the original owner, and it was in pretty poor shape at the time, so we spent about 15 years restoring it, and we've been fortunate enough to win quite a few, trophies and different things with it. Well, it's just a fun car to have. It was a family affair. Our 2 daughters helped us with the restoration as well. So, but it's a 1940 Buick. It was owned by a lady here in Medford that worked in the phone company in Ashland, and so she drove it back and forth every day since 1939. She had taken the train back to Flint, Michigan, and purchased the car, and then drove it back across country to Medford at the time. And but it's been a fun car. It's all original, and we've done quite a bit as far as there's a network of folks that have reproduction parts, so some of it's reproduction parts. The interior is original type material that there was a gentleman in Overland Park, Kansas that reproduces the material. And then the running boards came from Georgia. And The engine work, the machine work was done by a gentleman in Ashland. His name was Wally Cannon, and he was a wonderful craftsman. And he has since passed away, but he did a wonderful job on the engine. And the interior was done by another gentleman by the name of Jim Wicker that has since passed away. But he was a craftsman in his own right. And but that's about it.
So it's a Rogue Valley car. It's really been here for a long time.
Rogue Valley car since 1939.
Did they come this nice when they were originally released, or have you embellished kind of the quality?
Well, you know, it was put together on a factory, what you call a assembly line. So there's a lot more handiwork and handwork that came in this to make it perfect. And it probably wasn't this nice when it was brand new. It's been a labor of love. It's been fun.
Well, I can really tell. The car looks beautiful and looks like you've done a great job on it.
Thank you very much.
Good. Have a seat. Legs go straight out in front of you. Very nice. Pull the gun in front of you. Pull. There you go. My name's Nicholas Rice with Rice Brothers Jiu-Jitsu. We're out here putting the War Machine on display for mostly kids, having fun at the range, and kind of inspiring firearm safety, and having the self-protecting mindset.
So tell me about this vehicle. What is the War Machine?
The War Machine is loosely based on a combat search and rescue program called CARSV. It's Combat Application Rescue and Surveillance Vehicle. We've built a couple of them. The one that was featured in Recoil magazine, that's kind of where we got the inspiration for this in particular build. It's built on the Ford chassis, so it's a Ford Raptor engine and drivetrain. Everything else was custom made.
How long does it take you to build one of these?
Oh my gosh. Is my wife asking? Well, let's see. From just a start project to a rolling chassis, something you can drive on the road, about 3 years. But to get it to where it is today, you're looking 7. I mean, it's a never-ending project. I'm always welding a bottle opener on it or something crazy. Yeah.
Do you want to tell me, just kind of tour me around some of the features that can be found on this?
So the idea behind the CARSV project was that fighters, whether it be for Border Patrol or police programs, they would be able to reload off the vehicle without getting out of the vehicle. So we have ammo can fenders. This is belted ammunition for all the belt-fed guns that are on the vehicle. We have the driver. The passenger is considered to be the VIC, the vehicle commander. He is what tells everyone what to do. We have the rear side gunner. We have the guy that stands up in the center seat behind the Browning. He's the top gunner. We have kids kind of taking over the area back here, but this is actually a fully functioning paramedic level ambulance for doing rescues. You can do small surgeries back here. Someone gets shot or gets injured, you can reinflate lungs and really take care and help people. I was a paramedic in Los Angeles for a lot of years, and that's kind of where my heart lies, is in the safety portion of things. So this was definitely a must, is the medical portion.
Well, it seems like it's really popular with the kids here.
Oh yeah, the kids love it, man. The kids go crazy. My 2 little ones, they're 6 and 7 years old. They try and convince me to take it to church every Sunday. It's really bad. I don't know if I'll get away with that one. I'll have to talk to my pastor. But yeah, it's really popular with the kids. We try and inspire kids to not be afraid of firearms so much, but take control of their own safety. And we actually, through Rice Brothers Jiu-Jitsu, we offer some firearms training to adults, and hopefully they can pass it on to their kids.
Have you ever been able to apply this to a practical use locally?
Yes, absolutely. This was actually, we used this a little bit for some of the guys in the Sheriff's Department in Los Angeles County. They bounced around, had a little fun with it for a little while. Nothing really major, but we've done several recoveries around here in Southern Oregon. Vehicles that get stuck in the snow, or they get stuck in the mud or whatnot. We go and recover them and make sure they get home safely.
My name's Tony Ford. I'm here from Klamath Falls, Oregon. And about the car, I bought the car 27 years ago, well, 25 years ago, because I'm coming up on 27 years of sobriety from drugs and alcohol. So this was what my thing was to do instead. Of course, 27 years ago, I paid $1,500 for it because the door lines were still straight. And so now I've got it insured for $25,000, But yeah, over the winter we put this stroker motor in there, and it doesn't even have 100 miles on it yet. Yeah, so this is something that keeps me out of trouble, and I have fun because this is my getaway from work and everything else out here. You know, just my R&R.
And what kind of car did you say it was?
This is a '75 Chevy Camaro.
And who's this wizard that you have painted on top?
Okay, so the wizard, a friend of mine that painted the wizard, there's like 3 different scenes in there, right?
Right.
So the wizard was actually from Lord of the Rings, but then though he went through the magazines and he found the face of a convict. And so it all represents, because you can see it's got the Chevy bow tie right here, and then this bat, all right? Well, if my trunk lid's not up, you can see the car's called Bat Out of Hell. So it's been fun to do it. Like I said, it keeps me out of trouble and lets me go to the car shows where I can R&R. This is my second car show so far this year. My first one was down in Wairika, and brought a trophy home for that. So, it might be a good year.
Well, it's a beautiful car, and thank you for talking to me.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm Tony SHOPE, live in Central Point.
And what is this?
It is a somewhat 3/4 scale Model T truck. It's got a 3-cylinder Geo Metro motor hooked to a Suzuki Samurai 5-speed with a narrowed Mazda pickup rear end. The front end's off of a Junior dragster, and this part of it from here to here is actually from an old Model T truck. And it's been shortened and narrowed. The front end is shortened and narrowed on the radiator shell, and from here back everything is hand built. The frame is all hand built, everything. My neighbor started the project, Cal Lamfair, and then I kind of inherited it when he was about part way through on it. And my grandson and I spent 3 years doing all the body work. It's all just pieces of sheet metal welded and everything. And I had the upholstery put in it, and we built everything on it. He wanted to drive it, and it's all street legal. It's registered. It has turning signals and everything. And he drove it to school some of the time, and he's going to drive it tonight in the parade. But he's shorter than I am. I spent 3 years building it and then discovered I couldn't fit in it and drive it, so I have never driven it. On my feet, too long of legs and too big of shoes to get in there. So he drives it. It's fun. And my great-granddaughter, she loves to get in it and pretend she's driving, and she gets the air conditioner. She goes over here and opens the air conditioner and closes it back, and it's been quite a project. We finished it about 4 or 5 years ago, and all we do is take it to car shows and to car cruises and things. And it's definitely different. There's not another one like it. It's a 68 Chevelle SS 396 4-speed. My older brother, just older than me, bought it new in 68 over in Grants Pass at Siegel Tonkin, and had it. And he had it for 8 years and decided to sell it. So my younger brother bought it and had it for 35 years. And then it sat for quite a while. He didn't drive it for quite a while. And then I got it from him. So it's been in our family since new. And I got it from him and took it completely apart, pulled everything off, did all the body work, painted it, all new upholstery, redid the engine, new tires, wheels. I mean, if you want to get rid of money in a hurry, it's a good way to do it. And but yeah, it's been, well, here's this picture of it right here is the week my brother bought it new in '68. And that's a picture of it when he got it. And then when I tore it all apart and rebuilt it, I had to tear all the dash out and everything in the inside. Then worked on the body work, painted it, and that's the three brothers that have owned it since new.
Wow. What kind of vehicle is this?
This is a Datsun 240Z, 1971.
What kind of work did you have to put into it to get it restored?
Tons of body work. From the front end had to completely be reshaped. Did that. The back fenders are all, the front end is fiberglass, the back from here down is fiberglass. Just a lot of stuff, custom built rears, all kinds of custom stuff done on it. The headers come out the fenders like an AC Cobra. It runs forged 3-piece aluminum wheels that they're 10-inch wide. So there's a lot of stuff. Plus, with the horsepower that this generates, I had to build all the supports up front to keep the engine, keep the chassis from bending.
Wow.
So
like the engine itself could have torn this car apart?
Absolutely. You can see, before I did the subframe and got it all squared away, you can see little fractures in the paint from the body doing this.
Wow.
So there you go. And it's, it took about 6 years to build it, and about another year to try and get it so that it was drivable on the street. So there you go.
We appreciate everybody who volunteers and makes this happen, and we mostly appreciate no rain today. So,
all right, Bill, thank you so much for talking to me.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming out.
Oh, totally. This is fun.
Yeah, great.
Later that afternoon, the cars proceeded to downtown Medford for the cruise parade itself, providing residents the best opportunity to view these classic, historic, and souped-up vehicles in action. We had a great time learning about some of these unique vehicles, and I hope you had a good time coming along with us. I'm Keegan Van Hook, and this is Us As We Are.
Are there more?